Thank you, Madam Chair. And first, I would just like to say, Mr. Aderholt, if you would like, if there's anything you want to respond to, I just wanted to give you the opportunity.
Well, let me just say that, you know, the waste, fraud, and abuse is what this is all about. And, I mean, we're hearing examples from the other side that I think are totally been taken out of context. America has saved lives across the world. We all agree with that, and we will continue to do that. I think if anyone that's concerned about the future of U.S. foreign policy in this country should support this, because rescinding these counterproductive funds will help restore the integrity that we have had as a nation in our images abroad. And I can tell you, it is these polarizing policies, and including the DEI, that have undermined our image around the world. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I have talked to members of parliament around the world, and they are very concerned about what was happening in the last administration, and this administration wants to go down another path, and I totally agree that we need to go down another path.
Thank you very much. And I just wanted to add that this is what government's supposed to do. You know, the word stolen and stealing was used, but government is supposed to be looking at programs, is supposed to be looking at how we are spending taxpayer dollars. As elected officials, this is our job. This is our responsibility to look at programs, to make cuts where necessary, and to be responsible with the taxpayers' dollars. And Mr. Aderholt, you had mentioned then, and I think it bears repeating, that we're only taking a portion. In some of these cases, it's as low as 12%, but none of these programs are not being zeroed out. And I just wanted to take a minute to read a couple of things. This is from the White House on the proposed rescission of budget authority. And this is, it says that this proposal would not reduce treatment, but would eliminate programs that are antithetical to American interests and worsen the lives of women and children. So they say very clearly that it would not reduce treatment, and this is the one regarding the HIV/AIDS money. You know, enacting the rescission would reinstate focus on appropriate health and life spending. We look at another one where they're talking here, which is another, it's a 12, just approximately a 12% cut. We're not zeroing it out. We're not, you know, gutting the program. A simple 12% reduction, which I think we owe the American people the responsible thing to do, which we have to make reductions. And it says this proposal would eliminate only those programs that neither provide life-saving treatment nor support American interests. So this is not, the opposition likes to make this sound like we are gutting programs and leaving, you know, leaving people dying in the streets, but that's not the case. These are modest cuts. These are modest rescissions, and it's very difficult to listen to them saying that we're doing all of these horrible things, and well, this is really the truth. And Mr. Aderholt, you had a comment.
Let me just add that some of the examples that of the ways that we have seen, 1.5 million to advance diversity and equity inclusion in Serbia's workplaces and business communities, 70,000 for production of a DEI musical in Ireland, 2.5 million for electric vehicles in Vietnam, and the list goes on. And that's what this rescission package is trying to do, to address those things. And like you said, it's a very small portion that's being rescinded, but to hear the other side, it sounds like everything's been decimated, and that's just not the case.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And you know, as we take a look at, you know, and then we talk a little bit about NPR, and you know, the programs that they're funding, they're busy using taxpayer dollars for programs that are called When Civility is Used as a Cudgel Against People of Color. In 2021, NPR lamented that animals deserve pronouns too. And then we've got, when we're talking about children's programs, they have a show called, it's a drag queen, and it's a children's program called Little Miss Hot Mess. They've got another one, the hips on the drag queen go swish, swish, swish. That does not sound like children's programming to me. That sounds like a political agenda.
Exactly.
And the American people are fed up with it. And so I think these are very modest. As things go, as we look at our debt, we have to be responsible stewards of the taxpayer dollar, and so I think, and you know, Mr. Aderholt, you pointed out a few of the programs and some of these, and woke programs, and the chairwoman did, and so I think that that certainly when you look at what is going on here, these are modest cuts, and we are trying to get at things that, that the American people don't agree
And
with.
and we didn't even mention about the 32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru.
Yeah.
The 2 million for 6 changes in LGBT activism in Guatemala. And again, the list goes on.
Yeah, on and on. And with that, I yield back.